out here in South Irving. You can hear that airplane go right over us. So this is a 1980s property that's going to be coming to the market shortly. Seller bought it back sort of during COVID, so 2020. Fixed rate loan all the way until, I think he did a 12-year loan on it. So 1980s property, pretty clean on the outside, brick, hardy. Exterior, pitched roof. They did a lot of the balconies, painted those. There's no covered parking on this property, but it's all two-story, pretty spacious out here. It's sort of in South Irving, which is sort of south of 183, east of the tollway right here. So it has a couple competitors right next door, but overall pretty good location. What do you think, James, as you walk around? We just got out here, but
feels nice on the property. It's pretty open. Maybe that's just because we went to Bachman Lake last week. It was pretty dense, but you know, it looks like there's plenty of parking, plenty of space. Pretty quiet on a Tuesday. And I think this one is going to be a loan assumption with 12 years of loan left, correct?
Yeah, well, they did originally a 12-year loan, so depending on when you close, you probably got 5 or 6 years left on a fixed rate.
Yeah, so sometimes loan assumptions will drive the price a little bit higher just because new debt's coming in at, 5.5%, 6%.
Right. Depending
on, if you buy down the rate or not. So to get a loan assumption with a rate, around 4% is a huge advantage for buyers. So sometimes that catches a premium on properties like this.
Positive leverage.
Positive leverage, yeah. So if you're buying at a 5.5, 5, 6 cap and you got a 4% rate, you got at least 100 basis points of positive leverage day one, which you're not really seeing for kind of brand new deals out there.
Yeah, you would have to go buy, let's say a 7 cap deal and put 5.5% interest to get that same 150 basis point spread. The other thing, it's going to hurt your cash on cash a little bit, is that majority of the deals done during COVID, it was, let's say, a 12-year loan, but maybe half the term in IO, so you maybe get 5 or 6 years of IO.
Yeah.
So on this deal, you're going to start amortizing, let's say, in year 6, and so you sort of have to build that into your projections in terms of cash flow. But you want to make sure your basis is good and all that stuff as well.
Yeah, how many units on this property?
Yeah, so this is also, we'll keep it broad, 200 plus unit deal. But I think it's actually a little under 200 units, I think. But around 200 units, so good size. You're probably looking at probably a $10 million equity raise. My guess is just sort of doing the purchase price minus the loan assumption, plus some closing costs, plus CapEx, right? So I would probably budget to upgrade about half the units, maybe do some amenities. See a little soccer field in the back, a little swimming pool.
Yeah, we're coming up on the pool, the leasing center. Maybe that might need upgrading.
But overall, this is a nice pocket. You can sort of flip it around and you can see the leasing center. You got the soccer field, you got the pool. Reach out for more info. This is coming soon.
Yeah, reach out if you want a debt quote on this deal.